Hello, I'm Pastor Jeremy Combs, and we're going to pause for a proverb. Let's go. Proverbs chapter 11, and we're in verse 19. As righteousness tendeth to life, so he that pursueth evil pursueth it to his own death. It's been said, be careful what you chase after, because you just might catch it. The theme of righteousness continues in this chapter with this verse 19. Here we're reminded that when we deal in righteousness, it tendeth to life. Obviously, it is the righteousness of Jesus Christ which brings salvation to us. Then sowing and living righteously brings life to both ourselves and to others that are around us. Both salvation and living righteously can only be accomplished by our faith in God and His Word. So let me encourage you today to pursue righteousness. You may never completely catch it, at least this side of eternity, but the journey will be filled with life, and what you do catch will give you great blessing. Not to pursue righteousness, though, leaves us pursuing that which is evil. And whether that pursuit is intentional or not, we find ourselves chasing after death and destruction. The way to begin this journey is not that difficult. In fact, it's simply just to ignore the scriptures, ignore God's word, and pay more attention to sin. May we heed the advice of the Puritan author John Owens, who writes, "You need to be killing sin, or it will be killing you." Verse number 20, "They that are of a froward heart are an abomination to the Lord, but such as is upright in their way are his delight." No one likes a froward person. The word froward means to distort or to pervert. There are a lot of froward people in the day and age that we live in. We unfortunately sometimes like to laugh at their jokes, and sometimes even we foolishly glamorize or envy what is their double life. But I'll tell you this, no one wants to deal with a froward person. We want somebody that we deal with to be honest and sincere, and we especially don't want to marry or have our children marry somebody of this kind of behavior. Could it be that we as a society have tolerated this, what God says, an abominable behavior? We've just tolerated it too much. I'll tell you, we need to be reminded that God finds this person, this froward person, repulsive. That's what the word abomination means. The polar opposite of the froward is the upright. They are honest and they are sincere. Yet they are often the ones who in our society are ridiculed and rejected. The froward may entertain the delights of men, but the upright have the delights that come from the divine. So what will you live for today? Are you going to live for the applause and the popularity of men, or the approval and the pleasures of God? I'll tell you where it all begins. It starts with the truth. So live the truth today. Let's cover one more. Verse 21, "Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered." The biggest lie we believe about sin is that we'll never get caught. We always think that we are going to be the exception. Some, knowing this fact, seek to outsmart the truth by seeking accomplices who will aid them in their sin and, if need be, help them to escape as well. Yet even with numbers, their scheme is destined to fail, and when everything does fall through, the accomplices typically turn on one another and then they run away. Though hand join in hand is the idea of shaking hands to finalize a deal. No matter how many accomplices or how good the plan or deal seems, it's destined to fail with punishment to follow. When we're doing right, those who join with us will actually be part of a lasting, the word here is the seed of the righteous, it's going to be delivered, a lasting work. If no one joins us, we can take heart in the fact that we are sowing in righteousness and we will be blessed. So, who will you join your life with, and on what purpose today? Evil or righteousness?